Today I'm taking you to Nikari, one of the exquisite wood design furniture from Finland. Simplicity, nature, beauty. I met with Johanna Vuorio, manager director of Nikari, in their studio. We had coffee and delicious pula in this amazing workshop. I would like to know how you create such a beautiful wood furniture designs.
Oh, well, that's an interesting question. I would like to know that myself as well. But I think what is sort of a real important issue for our founders and the cabinet makers here is that wood has a soul, and it is a living thing. It's not some kind of a synthetic material, but you really have to respect the essence of wood. And in my opinion, when I look at the furniture or any design that Nikari cabinet makers have been making, you can somehow sense it. Yeah. And I think that's sort of a basic thing. All the designs are, because of the material, they are silent in a way and really peaceful, but they have some kind of a soul.
Yeah, that's true. And what is the nature that acts as the backdrop of Nikari concept, as the nature concept?
Well, I think everything begins from the very beginning, because Kari Virtanen, the founder, he loves to wander around in the forests and just feel the nature. And the same goes with all our cabinet makers and also sort of everyone here in the company. So one of the big reasons why Kari Virtanen moved the company here in the 90s was the forests around Fiskars. Okay. They are sort of the best forests for cabinet maker, because you can cut 16 different wood species. If you go up north in Finland, there are 3 different species to work with. So you have really nice, beautiful forests and biodiversity, and it's definitely, I can when I listen to the cabinet makers, I can really hear that they are very inspired by that.
Okay. Yeah, and this is very related to the quality of your product. I mean, the nature and the environment.
Yeah, and the respect for wood, I think. Yeah. Cabinet makers really want to find the best of each wood that they are working with. Yeah, yeah. And I'd say that there's also some kind of very fundamental Finnish rationality in this kind of natural aspects that we are working with, because, for example, Kari Virtanen himself, he said that already in the 70s, when he was using very heavy catalytic lacquers that were smelling horrible, and he felt dizzy, he felt nauseous, he thought that this cannot be healthy for me. I have to find better solutions for surface finishing. Okay. And he went to search for Danish, Japanese waxes, oils and soaps to find more rational or healthier ways for a cabinet maker. Nowadays that's also ecological, but in the 70s no one really talked about that. Okay. So there is this rationality that we are quite proud of. Yeah. You can walk in the forests, you can select the exact wood log that you want to work with. Yeah. We have a sawmill right next to us, so there are no big transportation necessary, and then you can work with this wood. Yeah. So this is the concept or the connection with nature. Yeah, I'd say,
and with the quality too.
Yes, and
not only the quality of the furniture, and the quality of the producing, no? The furniture.
Yes, both. I'd say it comes from this respect that cabinet makers really have for solid wood. Yeah. Okay. So it's in their nature to treat it the best way they can. Yeah.
And about this project that you have last year, 12 designs for nature.
Yes.
I would like to speak a little bit about this and how was the process? How
the whole process?
Well, the whole, or how you start and then how you feel.
Well, we started with thinking about that. We had been watching these great works that our cabinet makers and designers had made before, and noticed that Nikari is really fast and we can make beautiful, beautiful items in a very, very quick way. Okay. And when we heard about that Helsinki was being selected to become the world design capital, we thought that that's our year to present this Nikari way of working all throughout the year in our own way. And that's why we contacted 12 different designers or design studios and that we felt that were nicely different from each other, from different aged designers with different backgrounds, different countries. There were 10 different countries represented.
And one is Spain.
One is Spain, yes. lovely, lovely Marti Kishe did our march. Yes. And we told the story of Nikari to these designers and asked them that would they be interested in giving their own comment to it in a form of a wooden product. That could be anything, whatever, art piece, a really industrial work, but use Finnish wood that grows in Finland. Okay. And everyone we contacted were sort of immediately actually interested, which was great. And then we suddenly realized that we'll have a very busy year ahead of us. And we launched one new product every month throughout the year. Okay. January was by a Finnish designer called Harri Koskinen. That was the first one, and we continued from there. And the last one was December by British Jasper Morrison and Japanese Wataru Kumano. Okay. So it was a great educating experience for us as well, to learn how 12 different designers work and work with them and really make very different products from each other. So it was brilliant.
Really nice.
Yes.
And do you think that this kind of projects is to being closer to the society?
In a way, yes. I think we thought that was a good way to show people also outside Finland, because Nikari was not very well known outside Finland. No one has ever even tried to tell about it anywhere else. So we thought that this way we could really show the very basics of what we do to more people, and in an interesting way, because we were working with different nationalities. So naturally you're interested in what your Spanish designer Marti Kishe does. And also we had a Russian designer and architect, Michael Barashkov, so it was really interesting to work then with Russian contacts also. And in a way I think it was an easy way of telling people through actions what we think.
And do you think that you are going to do again in the future, or maybe not to make this kind of offer, but maybe one international design competition or this kind of action? That
we'll see. Everything is possible. At the moment we really do have our hands full, very much, and we have and we have really great projects, and we have continued to collaborate with international designers. So it's a great thing for us, being so small, located in Fiskars village and everything. It's a great possibility. And we just actually this morning talked what could we do, what like Nikari style thing we could do next. And we will we will definitely figure something out.
And now, Johanna, the last question is comparing with Spain. What do you think about why Nordic countries they are more aware of about design culture, and what do you think? Why Nordic countries?
Well, this is an interesting question, because being one of the Nordic people, you do not think about it. So like oh, I'm more aware of design than the people in Spain. You don't really actually think about that or think that way. But maybe it's this one way of thinking about design, and that might have a base in being poor, in having to live in really Nordic conditions. Climate is not the best possible. You really need to survive, so you have to use what you've got, and that might have had a big effect on how people build houses, how they make furniture, what do they use for living, and little by little, because that's also very economical and ecological, and in nowadays world it's one of the streams that are quite active in the design culture globally. A religion might have an effect as well, or then the religion is also it has had these effects from the everything, like how do you build and how do you live your religion, and how are the churches and everything.
In Spain the Catholic is very romantic, very barroco, no?
Yes.
But here is like emptiness.
Yes.
It's empty and white.
Yeah.